Hello everybody, this is Goose from Goose Welds, and down there below me is a 1994 Honda Del Sol SI with VTEC. Now, I would like to turn this little mini monster into a rally car of some sorts. The only issue is I live in a one-bedroom, one-bath apartment. Now, I don't have many tools or a garage or anything, but I do have a bag of assorted tools and two different tires. These are the new tires, 15-inch rims with 195/85, and these are the old ones. And I really don't like the old ones, not because they're all blemished and ruined, but they just don't have enough space in between for the brakes, the rotors, and everything. And hello. And I would like to upgrade it to the big boys that I got for $100 at Facebook Marketplace. These are both 4x100s and the bolt patterns, so realistically they should fit on perfectly fine. However, the only worry I have is that these are going to be too large for the Del Sol, because if it was a normal car, this would be no problem. But what I'm thinking is it's going to be too small of a well for it to fit properly. But that's what we're going to try to do today. If you're wondering, these are both factory. That's from a Civic, and that's from just a standard Del Sol that I bought for $3,500. Now, if we actually go ahead and weigh these are relatively the same weight, I feel. And 35.2 for the big 15s. And if we take this highly accurate healthometer and give some time to reset, and we give it some push, 32. Okay, so the big ones are only going to be about 3 pounds heavier, and I feel like that's because that one's a flat, even though air doesn't do that much weight difference. That one still is completely flat, so I feel like they're roughly the same in terms of weight, but that wheel well is going to be a lot bigger, and it's going to allow me to have bigger brakes. The crazy thing here is that even though this is a one-bedroom apartment, I still can lug all my tools into this little backpack. Well, I shouldn't say little, it's like 30 freaking pounds, but there is an impact with sockets. We got screwdrivers, we got wrenches, we got tire pressure gauges, we got everything. So what I'm thinking is, if I just jack all these up, it should be pretty easy. And if I could do that, you can do anything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all these, go all the way downstairs, switch them around, and we're gonna put the new tires on, take the old tires off, and see how they look. It should be pretty interesting. The reason why I'm rushing this and why none of this is edited, it is currently 4 p.m. in the Midwest. There is a blizzard coming. It is a little bit closer to spring. That means I only have about an hour to get this done before the sun completely sets. It is already gray, it is already cold. I just want to get this done. So the main issue right now is rolling this guy down 3 flights of stairs without looking like a total dipshit. So I'm just gonna roll it downstairs. Hopefully I don't get a lot of weird fucking looks, and hopefully nobody yells at me for using an impact too loud, because that is my biggest fear right now. Got the other 3 tires here, and also I have the jack that I'm going to be using to sort of lift the car up right here. Unfortunately, I don't really have a good spot to put it right now because this is kind of off the rim impulse buy. So I'm just going to probably do a time lapse and just have my phone sit somewhere out there while all this speeds through, just like how the tire went down the elevator and everything. Quick look before I take this one off completely. You can see just how much the brake has little room, and I know it's not a whole lot whenever you're going down the road, but when you're trying to increase the size of brakes and you're doing rallying and there's a whole lot of dirt going in and out, you kind of don't want that to happen. And also the reason why I love these things so much is, even though it's a 1994 bare bones Honda Roadster, is the suspension is very good if you're not a complete and total jackass like me and decide to fuck with it. It is standard, is very good. It's a little bit bumpy, but at high speeds you can't really feel it. And while we go over here to the big one, you can see how much more room we have for these. Are even like improved brakes, and just to get bigger discs and calipers is going to be a lot easier now with these 15s. So I'm very happy with my purchase right now. Like I said, $100 on Facebook Marketplace. They have the Honda emblem on them. It's pretty cool. They fit very well in my opinion, and if I can get a nice rally suspension with some mud flaps, I think this thing would be an absolute unit on the field. So a little bit of an issue here. I did not realize that this tire is completely flat. So I probably should have checked that whenever I did this whole thing. But what I ended up doing was just putting one of the 14s back on, and I'm going to wait and leave it like it is because there is a snowstorm coming, and if I go to Quick Trip now, there's going to be like 5 people just airing their tires, and I don't want to be messing with all that while I still got to take all of these up to the top floor. So I'm just going to leave it here. Whenever I do an update, it will be completely done, but you can get an idea with how this side is and how really flush the 15s are. It does make a huge difference, especially with speed handling and all that. So if you guys do like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the funny things. I would really like to keep you guys updated on this, and let me know what I should do next, because the main goal is to make this thing a rally monster. So it's gonna need new tread wear, new lift kit and everything, but for right now I think tires are a perfectly capable way of changing the car, and it's gonna really show that even though you do live in a apartment, you can do just about anything with enough free will and knowledge. So thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.